My name is Jeff McClintic in Indianapolis, Indiana, and my brother-in-law and I joined Cap Inc. Incubator with a crazy idea, and we've been making our way through it slowly but surely, but making progress. So I have a family of 5 now. I've got 3 kids. I run a digital marketing company for contractors and a nonprofit. So pretty busy. Been able to free up my time quite a bit for this. So I'm enjoying it. Justin Donald, I read his book, started listening to his podcast, and one of his podcasts, he interviewed Ryan Rand. Shane jumped on that pretty quick and started looking up Capitalism Incubator. He's like, hey, I'm going to make this investment. And we did it. I don't even think we had a business idea at that point. We had like 2 ideas roughly. We jumped into Cap Inc., drank from a fire hose. We would join the calls, and Stan's been fantastic. He helped us narrow down our vision and the brand we wanted to build. It's called Essential Sprays, and we're addressing the pain point of dry mouth, and specifically in middle-aged women. Shane, he's run a dental practice for 15 years. He's seen thousands of patients. There's really no answer for dry mouth on the market. And the best answer right now on the market is a product full of chemicals. We've been doing a lot of research and development and just working on a product that's going to address that issue. But Cap Inc. has been fantastic in helping us narrow down our vision, simplify. It's been a really fun process. Kind of a tough process, but really fun.
Is he a dentist?
He's been a dentist, but I know he does oral surgery. He's got a specialty in oral medicine and facial pain.
He's not like your normal dentist. That's even better. What are you going to do for getting an audience? Are you going to build? Are you going to pull in an influencer? What do you want to do?
Got a couple of influencers on the hook. We're doing some organic stuff like Facebook groups, conversations, and then Shane's got his audience with his dental practice. We'll take one step and then realize it's the wrong steps. Then we go back and take the right step. We had to reverse engineer formula and get all the right ingredients correct. And we're waiting for our first samples. Seems like forever. We got connected to a really good marketing agency as well. So they just sent us over a contract and a proposal. I think they're going to take pretty much all of the online presence off of our hands, which is great. We need to sit in the driver's seat more so than get caught in the weeds in operations.
If this doesn't exist, so like what kind of manufacturer is making this?
Well, right now we have a guy that's developing the formula for it. And then we have a manufacturer lined up that does oral sprays. Once we get that formula established, then that's been the long, tedious process because we have to find the right all natural ingredients. It's been a lot of research and a lot of reverse engineering and playing with numbers. But once the formula is established, we can pass that on to the manufacturer. We're supposed to get samples, but it's been delayed multiple times at this point.
Have you given thought to other products that you want to add to your line?
It is a huge pain point, burning mouth. It's different than dry mouth. There is no solution on the market for burning mouth. And then that audience is pretty volatile. They demand answers. But we're working with like some ingenious, smart people and trying to formulate a solution to that. I think that'll be the longest product we work on. We've got like number 2, 3, and 4 lined up, but we really want to nail down it's the dry mouth product first.
Do you have any stats on like how many people suffer from this?
Dry mouth, 50% of the population has dry mouth. Most of the time they're using the leading product on the market with a lot of chemicals. So there's really no health benefits to it. There's a list of like 20 pages of chemicals. I think it's either 2,000 or 20,000 prescription medications that dry mouth is a symptom of. It's a huge opportunity.
I'm imagining that probably some pharmaceutical company is going to go, hey guys, we'll buy this from you. Is that a possibility for you?
I think so. We're not sure. We're just trying to build it right now.
What are the milestones that you're most proud of having accomplished so far?
We got on Pitch Week, which was insane. We were geeked out over it. That's been the best thing that we've done, just to network with you guys and get a chance at Pitch Week and have some follow-up meetings. It's been super fun.
Was there an investor that made an offer?
Yeah.
I thought so. I thought I kind of remembered that. And then what would you say was like the best thing that, other than that, came out of doing Pitch Week?
The investors we're talking to are just full of wisdom. We're only 2 guys that have limited experience. And so not only do we get their wisdom, we get their relational contacts and connections. That's what we've learned about this process. If you can just get relationally connected to the right people, I think you're going to be fine.
It's taking a long time to get the samples. You're creating something that doesn't really exist, other than the chemical filled thing. A lot of people would be like, I don't know if I can bring on an investor. Like, things are not going fast enough. Have you had that kind of chatter going in your head?
They're moving at our pace right now, which is great. We need to get the contract finished up with the marketing company and just continue to take action. I really appreciate just the grace from the team and the investor. And I used to think I was ill-equipped for this. I still struggle with those thoughts, but it's like one of the biggest things we've learned is just action wins. I think that's what caught Stan's eye, and that's what got us on Pitch Week. We were asked to be on Pitch Week pretty soon after joining the Cap Inc. I think the main reason was just because we were willing to take some action and throw ourselves out there. And then just the relational connections. The connections that Cap Inc. provides, phenomenal. That's a big reason why we joined Cap Inc. It's because we know we needed to get in the mix with these people in order to go somewhere.
Had you looked at other coaching programs or anything else out there?
Some things. I mean, it's one of the most comprehensive coaching programs out there, I think. Not anything compared to Cap Inc. So it's the whole community. It's been wild.
Using the owner's model, how has that impacted how you can move forward?
I mean, you guys already have the resources in place for us to sit in the owner's seat if we want to, if we're willing to give up control of that. So it's just a matter of getting in front of the right people, talking to them, and then handing them what they need to drive success to our brand. We're freeing up our time.
How about long-term? What do you want to do with that? And that could mean 3 years for some people, or 10, 20.
3 to 5 years. I think that's what it'll be. I'm just trying to get to the next step right now. But I think overall, a 3 to 5 year plan would be probably what fits us best.
So how old are your kids?
7, 4, and 1.
Best advice that you could pass along might be something you've come up with on your own or something that somebody else has told you.
Take action. You're going to get somewhere. And if it's the wrong action, you'll learn. That's the biggest piece of advice I've learned the past 2 years. Do something that's going to line up with your vision.
And then also I wanted to ask you, what drives you?
I want to have enough wealth to influence city. I run a nonprofit, and that's a big part of my life. And we do a lot of mission work and training of pastors and leaders overseas, and a lot of stuff in Indianapolis too. So I think that's what drives me, is helping people and being able to plant seeds that could change the trajectory of a culture. I live in a rough neighborhood downtown Indianapolis, and that's why we moved here, so that we could be here and be present and hopefully just represent a healthy family and healthy culture.
Cool. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. It's great to meet you, and I'm excited to tell your story.
You too. I appreciate it.
All right. Take care.
All right. See you.
Bye.